Hi, and welcome to the François Ferreira Academy. My name is Cheri-Lynn Speelman, and I am the head of department here for teaching and learning. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do after school, so I was also a gap year student where I took a couple of months off, and I did a casual job here and there, much like floating around while I figure out what the future is going to look like for me. I think at one stage I wanted to be a nurse, but when I heard about the blood and the gore, I said, no, not for me. So after my gap year, I got employed at a music store, and I think I got a deeper meaning for, or deeper love for music, because it was not only working as an employee at the store, but we also got educated on certain genres, also how music touches across cultures. So that was really prominent, that stood out in my time there. Sadly, we got retrenched after 4 years of working at the store. And then in the same year of my retrenchment, I was fortunate enough to meet Chef François. So I think at that time of my life, it was a godsend that he sent Chef François my way, because I can truly say that upon meeting Chef François, my life has never been the same. And also looking back, I could never have imagined a life without meeting Chef François. So I regard myself as one of the fortunate ones, being able to interact with him, share what his goals and visions are, and also seeing that what he has envisioned and what I am striving to aligns well within what we hoped the François Ferreira to look like. His passion and his dreams lies intensely with the training and development of young chefs, making sure that there's a strong future for them by means of what he has built here and what he has laid in foundation, to be able to grow forth for years and years to come. Me and my team, we are responsible in making sure that all the training needs are met, that everything is well implemented, and the training goes as per qualifications that we offer here. I regard myself as being very fortunate in the fact that I could meet Chef François and also have a walk with him in my career or on my journey. I met Chef François at a time where I felt was needed and was perfect, and I felt that the chemistry and the connection was almost instant, because we chatted like old friends. The way our relationship later on developed into mentor and mentee, I was like a sponge, soaking up literally all or almost all of his knowledge. Chef François had a really global view on what he wanted training to look like for a young chef. And at the time, I was the young chef, so all his ideals was also relayed onto me. So I share his heart, I share the sentiment with him. I know where his heart stood in terms of training and development of a young chef, because he felt so passionate about food and the education of food. So his role in my life has not only revolved around him being a mentor for me, but at times he has been my friend. He has been a father. He has been a confidant. So in terms of life lessons, Chef François has been there. So if I had to put it into one word or encapsulate it into one word, I would say that Chef François has been prominent in shaping and having me be the type of chef that I am today. So I was born and raised in George. My father is from the Eastern Cape, in Gravenet, so a small town, very dry. And I attended, or as I grew up, I attended the Heidedal Primary School. It is situated in Borget, where I started my academic journey, we can call it. So some of my interests also included playing netball, but also being involved in what goes in and around the school. So also a mini SRC group, but netball was my first love. So I think that most of my development for sports happened in primary school. I was also the head girl of my primary school, so that was fantastic. Because it was a testament that there are some leader qualities that I bestow over. And then also got Western Cape Colours also in primary school for taking part for the Western Cape in netball. Then I proceeded to high school, which was George High. So I moved on to high school, where I continued my love for sports, in particularly netball, because high school is so challenging in terms of time management, because it is very academic. I needed to let go of a lot of sport numbers, so I was left with netball. So that I took through grade 8 all the way to grade 12. So my nose was always in the books. So I love books. I love learning, because I also feel like our president once said that knowledge is power, or education is key. Got also Western Cape Colours for that. So then I ended my school career at George High. I think what my job allows me to do is take the tools in the training industry and the hospitality industry in making sure that we secure a future for young chefs. It allows us to really take the time and hone such a young chef wanting to be a prominent figure in the hospitality industry. That makes me extremely positive, and it makes me extremely happy, because I get to do what I love, and I get to give a little of myself to a young chef and a young aspiring person wanting to stay and get into this industry. My vision coincides with what the late Chef François wanted his dream to look like. I think also if he had to see where the school is today, he would cry tears of joy, because his sentiment has always been the training and development of young chefs interested to build a career in this direction. For us, contributing to that and sharing the same goal is making sure that we continually find development in ourselves. Also for different factors, keeping up with what the trend is outside, but also keeping a sharp skill for us to contribute to the success of such a young chef. For us to be regarded as number one, we would need to bring our A game. So we focus on continually developing our skills, our processes, our procedures, the way we train, the way we conduct practicals, the way we source host employment to fit the needs of a young aspiring chef with their own uniquities. So it is this these uniquities that makes them different, but also what makes them a wholesome and well-honed chef that we then send out into the world to secure that the future of hospitality is safe. I'd say you need to make sure that this is your passion, because it is operating in your passion where you find that things just flow together. Don't rush success, because success only comes once competence is achieved. And make sure that you can make this part a career and also enjoy what you're doing, because there's no use in being miserable in what you're doing, whereas you can enjoy something for the rest of your life. Also, make sure that you're willing to work hard, have the right attitude, have a can-do attitude, always be eager to soak up information, because in the food industry, information changes daily. So you'd want to stay open and attentive to those details to make sure that you are really a great chef. You can be a chef.
Yes, you can!